This is the third last fleet of the cultists, one of their named fleets. Here we have spawning absolutely massive amount of firepower against some of these low cruisers. It seems like the point of this fleet is just to spawn quite a few low units. Not quite sure what the difference was. These are nano subs. These are also nano subs.
Engaging now.
Let me set 8 points for some of these big ships.
Moving now. Moving now.
They do have a very small profile, so that makes them a bit more defensive, harder to hit. Looks like we got C was either aiming at or aiming past these torpedoes. Okay.
Receiving. Engaging now.
That's a so-called broadside submarine, which is very funny.
Engaging now.
So we do want to destroy these guys pretty quickly, just just because it's quite annoying how they spawn all these low units. But let's see if these submarines are if they're suicide craft. If they're not, perhaps we can just safely ignore them for now and focus on the big ones. That looks like it's AI dead.
Receiving.
Probably the frag got to his AI.
Moving now. Moving now. Receiving. Moving now. Moving now.
We need to get close to them faster because we want to destroy the cruisers before we use too much fuel. Oh yeah, so this fleet is about to run out of fuel. We got quite a bit of refueling mission coming in, but there's another fleet that they have to destroy before that happens. Well, I guess they don't have to, but I would prefer if they do, so then they don't have to move. This is not a very fast fleet. Yeah, because this fleet is not very fast. I really prefer that they don't have to move in the wrong direction. So we're trying to catch another fleet, trying to escape up northward bound, toward the north. But the main fleet that I want these guys to be fighting is south of us. So we can bait the southern fleet, the southern cultist fleet to come up toward us. That will make our job a little bit easier. But oh man, these guys are tough to destroy. If we can only present us a good broadside angle, that'll be ideal. Alright, maybe we can pincer movement against them. And they have their come at us and set so far away too. Oh wow. I think the railguns just ripped through that ship. It was at like 90% before, and now it's at 80 something. Just surface after one volley. Are we handling these micro subs? I guess that answers the question. Wow, okay. This one's a lot of health as well. And one thing about fighting the cultists that's quite good again, quite good for us, I suppose. It's just how small their territory is. So we're always close to one of the boundaries where we can repair. Like on this square, we can repair. And so we managed to get our heavy cruiser up from 88% up to 93, which doesn't seem like much, but if a few guns are just barely knocked out with 1 or 2 blocks of damage, no, that means getting that gun back up and running. And so that's quite a substantial increase in firepower. Here's our second battle, or second last battle actually, against the cultists. Here we only brought in our support cruiser and the heavy cruiser. The reason why is because we don't have a lot of fuel, so I got the heavy battleship to give out all of its fuel for these 2 units, so they can so they can sustain themselves throughout the whole fight. Alright, so here we have the Liquid Philosophy, Heavy Cruiser, the Monsoon Melody, Support Cruiser, and on their side they have some tiny units in the Aviation Cruiser, which we'll focus on first. And since they don't seem to have anything super scary, we'll just be very aggressive and coming out as quickly as we can.
Listening. Engaging now.
Looks like we're still very low on material. Um,
Receiving. Moving now.
Given how tanky some of these enemies are, hopefully we don't run out of material. Maybe I'll just have the Heavy Cruiser hold fire until it gets quite close. Also, I feel like potentially... No, I think we're good on fuel for this fight.
Engaging now. Moving now. Moving now.
Man, the accuracy of this railgun fire is less than stellar. Maybe once the naval cruiser turns on its side, then we can get a bit more accurate sonar ping. Yeah, definitely feels like the accuracy has improved. Not really take any damage from them. Almost got it down to 80%.
Moving now.
Got that one down to 80% too. These guys are just constantly running away. Oh my gosh.
Engaging now.
Alright, we used up about 10,000 material since we started. We still have 3,000 left. Or 30,000 material left in fuel. Yeah, so potentially that's enough to finish the fight. These guys are quite small and they're quite evasive as well. Okay, so we've been plinking around at that one. Let's do that one. Okay, now it's sinking.
Engaging now.
It's not targeted.
Receiving. Listening. Engaging now.
Alright, this one's 80% at sinking.
Receiving. Engaging now. Listening. Engaging now.
Alright,
Listening.
so we pretty much used up all of our material
Moving out. Moving out.
for that battle.
Moving out.
And now we'll move everything down below here.
Listening.
And I feel like this fleet is basically just chasing our satellite. Are they still coming up? It's very hard to tell if they're moving or not. I feel like they are moving.
Listening.
I don't think I captured that one.
Listening.
So the carry-all will rendezvous here.
Listening. Listening.
As this heavy cruiser that was heavily damaged. It's not fully repaired, but you can move up.
Moving out. Listening.
Move out these guys
Moving
off.
out. Listening.
The satellite that they keep chasing, we can move that off. And we'll just distribute these mining vehicles.
Receiving. Receiving.
Distribute them out evenly to all the resource zones. And we'll assemble all the fleet here. On this tile, they should be able to repair before these guys get up here. Get up to us. Okay, we're starting our final battle against the cultists. And we brought our one heavy battleship, two heavy cruisers, and the support cruiser. Whereas the enemy, they have a bunch of assorted units, which I can't really tell what they are just by their name. Even at maximum battle volume, we're not able to bring everything, and neither are they. But let us see. All of our units, because these naval ships are quite slow, and so are the enemy's submarines, we managed to have a chance to repair and refuel everything. So it looks like this is the intelligence deliverer. That's a submarine. Sorry, a carrier. This is high pilgrimage. Oh, that's a lot of missile firepower. We might have seen something like this before. It's hard to tell. The aircraft carriers were not super worried about. Oh, but then they keep spawning, right? So that's not great. Another one of these with 200 firepower. Okay. Drone swarms. Is there a lot of small missile spammers? No, it doesn't seem like it. So that should be good in terms of not crashing our computer. Um, and we only were able to bring in, look at the volume here, it's a bit insane. We're only able to bring in our heavy battleship, the Ocean's Requiem, and one of the Liquid Philosophy heavy cruisers. All right, so who should we target first? Those have, see if they keep spawning units, we would not have the volume required to bring another heavy cruiser. But let's just try to target one of their more damaging ships first, which seems to be more of a glass cannon. And if we can destroy that, I think it will give us better sustain in terms of not taking a lot of damage or just losing functionality from our craft. So already we can see we're absolutely shredding that submarine. We can see torpedoes going out toward uh, toward the cruiser, and it's activated submerge mode. Okay, immediately we have AI deaded one of these guys, which is interesting. I think that's where's the entry wound? Oh look! Oh my gosh, it's hard to even tell. Maybe the block has yet to fall off. Was that a heat round that did it? Oh my gosh, it's pretty crazy. Alright, in that case, which is too low? Is a carrier too low?
Engaging now.
Just target this one. Oh, are they backing up into each other? Is this the same one as before, or no, this is a new one? And it's much smaller. Okay, so we can ignore that for now. So now we're in degraded mode again. It's kind of hard to tell anything. Once you're, even though it wants a turret, it doesn't lose a lot of firepower. So I suspect a lot of its firepower coming from this large torpedo here, another one here. Maybe. Oh yeah, these are torpedo pods as well on this side. We're able to frag them. Well, it's down to 100 something firepower. So, and our ships are crossing each other's field of fire, which isn't great. What are these? Yeah, I kind of want to pause and have a look. I think these are just the escort submarines. They're not super important. Oh wow, and we're getting really close to them too. Just look at these ships. We have taken almost no damage. Is that one of our turrets popping? No, that's just oh my gosh. Why is it green color? It seems like that suggests it's one of our units that died, but we have almost no damage. So it's kind of hard to tell what this is. And I think, which one is this? That's one of their attack ships. So that's pretty nice. We're getting a bit of our air support. And where does their carrier go? I think their carrier is gone. So do we want everyone to focus on this? Everyone focus on that. So if we delete one more ship, we should be able to bring one of, let's look at the damage. Damage is good. Another one of our cruisers. Yeah, they didn't really stand too much of a chance. They didn't bring any of their super annoying micro subs. It was a tiny missile spam. Oh my god. It just went from Uh, it just went from 80% health to 50 something.
Engaging now.
Yeah, it could be a case of despawning due to 80% and sinking. Yeah. What happened here? Right, this one's getting fragged. It lost engine power. It's not able to keep afloating.
Receiving. Engaging now.
So these cruisers, they're just firing interception missile interceptors, but they don't really know that it's actually torpedoes. It's not detecting a lot of torpedoes. Rather, the interceptors are not detecting a lot of torpedoes. These are really small ships. Yeah, it ain't pretty. There's some small stuff here. I don't know if they straight up just died
Receiving. Engaging now.
or if
Receiving.
these are those ships, Positron and Proton. I feel like the name is familiar. They probably just circle around the battlefield and came back without being noticed because they're so small. There's something over there that we're firing at. It's just bounce.
Engaging now. Listening. Engaging now.
Oh, we have spawning their flagship. So I'm wondering, did this ship lose a turret? No, it did not. Okay, that's rather odd. Yeah, I'm wondering why there's a resource pickup that's green color. And that's the Unwavering Spirit with underwater railguns. It's quite impressive, but hmm, I wonder.
Receiving.
Hmm, I wonder if we want to do this mano a mano. All right, let's do it. One heavy cruiser against one of these guys. Automatic behavior. Let's go. No, it's too low already. Let's see how we're doing. I don't know where we are.
Receiving. Moving now.
I don't see any significant damage, even though we don't have lamps underwater. Uh, we're keeping up a very fast rate of fire. We have full strength shields as well. Um, there's no evasion underwater, at least that's how I saw. So, ooh, that's rough. There's no ammo explosion though, so I don't know what it hit. I do see railgun parts flying out, 99%. So that was 1% damage. Let's see where they are. Oh yeah, a lot of stuff stripped on the sides, but I haven't lost a gun yet. I see railgun components falling off, 96%. More railgun components falling off, 98 to 95. We do have a broadside turret. They don't have a broadside turret, so potentially we can outgun them that way, or I'll sustain them. I feel like this ship has a lot more armor than we do. Oh, so they just straight up despawn due to being too low, which is a shame. Um, yeah, I guess they gave up. They have thought about their, you know, underwater ways and decided it's not quite for them.